Some celebrities all over Hollywood are freaking out at President Donald J. Trump, Rosie O'Donnell, Mark Ruffalo, you know the ones. And yet something strange, something bizarre, something new is happening across Tinseltown. Many are shutting their mouths. And today, no, it's not virtue that's come their way. It's something entirely different. And we know why. For right now, they're staying awful quiet.
And you guys are talking about, you guys have human rights. You guys have everything that you need in your life. We have been taken, our lives have been taken away from us.
Hello folks, welcome back to the Pro Channel. It is a pleasure as ever. We endeavor to explain entertainment, keep you ahead of the culture curve. It's what we do with a zeal that even the Holly Weirds can feel. Happy Monday morning. We know where our lane is. We know where our bread is buttered. And folks, we're not here to tell you analysis of the Iran controversy, the conflict, the war, the U.S., President Trump, none of that. Dump that out of your mind for just a moment because we are here to tell you why suddenly the celebrities in Hollywood are such frumps about everything. Usually they're out with fireworks, and you know the ones who do this. But ladies and gentlemen, every day I come to this channel, every day I come to this studio in somewhere sunny USA, I sit behind this silver microphone and I try to come up with something new and clever, an angle you've not heard before, and we've got one. We've got a big one. Don't go anywhere because at the end of this video, I am going to help you understand why the celebrities have suddenly gone, for the most part, silent when it comes to Iran. I'm going to explain it. I know the answer, and you will too. Folks, click the like button. Here we go. Out of the Independent. Let's go through the usual suspects. Jack White, Rosie O'Donnell, among celebrities to speak out against U.S. strikes in Iran. Kevin E.G. Perry has this one. And so the White Stripes guy, Jack White, says, can you believe Donnie hasn't received a real Nobel Peace Prize yet? They're mad. They're angry, okay? You know the deal. And YouTube, I just want you to know, we're not talking about the conflict. We're talking about the celebrity reaction, okay? I just want you to know that, YouTube. It says, okay, here's Jack White, the head of the Black Stripes. White Stripes, nobody listens to this guy. Says, don't you love seeing him declare war on a country while wearing a trucker hat? Behold, the leader of the Board of Peace, blah, 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 blah. Okay, you got it, okay? You know that guy. Rosie O'Donnell says he lies only and always. Hashtag impeach Trump. Impeach Trump. I think she's come back from Ireland. I think she gave up on that, right? She couldn't stand away from the U.S. Horror author Stephen King pointed out, under Article 1, Section 8 of the U.S. Constitution, only Congress has the power to declare war, as well as to raise and support armies, provide and maintain a navy, and fund and regulate the military. Impeach the SOB, says Stephen King. You know these people. You know Mark Ruffalo. You know all these people. You know all of them, okay? Miss Rachel wants in on the fun. Miss Rachel, but hang tight. I'm going to tell you something. It's so important you know this. Tara Watt says Miss Rachel speaks out after... well, you know, propaganda, right? I don't know if this actually happened. I know that the U.S. and its allies would, I can't even fathom the idea that they would try to aim for kids. I just don't think that's happening. But Miss Rachel does, because she saw a picture and Iran said so. So Miss Rachel, you know, what is Miss Rachel known for? She's known for saying, right, good job, yay, to 3-year-olds. So I'm sorry, Miss Rachel. I'm not interested in your takeaway here. Miss Rachel, here's what she posted. Okay, there's the picture. We're not going to play it, okay? But they say that that's a school, and they say it got bombardified, and they say that kids, you know, didn't make it. And Miss Rachel, where is the thing? Why is not in here? It's good grief. Okay, I'll just read it to you. It says, the post Miss Rachel speaks out, stop Xing kids, okay? Stop Xing kids. Did they have it here? No, of course they don't. Okay, whatever. There's a post she made. Maybe it was taken down. Yeah, that's a possibility. Maybe she took it down. It was here before. She said, stop deleting kids. That's what Miss Rachel said, okay? And she's not aiming that at Iran. So when the protests happen and the families get carted off in Iran, she doesn't talk about that. Nope. But the first time Iran says, well, you know, they purposefully took out this school, there Miss Rachel's there. Right. I'm not trying to be mean, folks. I'm just here to tell you. These are not the A-listers, all right? These are not the number ones. These are not the best. Miss Rachel talks to 3-year-olds. Stephen King's a has-been. Rosie O'Donnell has nothing riding on her shoulders whatsoever. You got this stuff right here, like the Washington Post, poking at Scott Adams, who passed away, right? Scott Adams, this is the way that they wrote the obituary for him. Meanwhile, in Iran, the Ayatollah Khamenei, this is the way they write about him. It's bizarre, it's strange. They have an affinity for evil. I don't get it. I don't get it. But I want to draw your attention to something more important. This is why you're here, folks. This is why you're subscribed to the channel. We hope you are. The majority of you are, but some still are not. Subscribe. Look at these celebrities again. Jack White, Rosie O'Donnell, Mark Ruffalo, Miss Rachel, Stephen King. These are not A-listers. These are not people, these are not up-and-comers. Where's Rachel Zegler? Silent. Where's Brie Larson? Silent. Where's Tom Holland? Where's Timothée Chalamet? Silent, silent. Why? Why are we not? Why is the normal screed not out there? Where's Selena Gomez right now? She should be crying. Why are they not there? Why must it be borne and bared by Miss Rachel of all people to do this? Because they're terrified to speak out. Because for the first time in their lives, something has changed. Their industry is not the same. I'm going to bring it to you. I want to play this first, okay? And then I'm going to give it to you. I'm not going to hold you any longer on this. I know you want to know why they've shut up, and I'm going to explain it. And definitively, you're going to walk away from this video and say, yep, got it, pro. That's exactly. Here you go. Here they are being called out in Iran. Here they are being called out in Iran, the celebrities.
Mr. Mark Ruffalo, why are you talking about the ICE, that one single woman that died, that came in front of ICE? I don't understand where you guys want to take this with Gaza and the Islamic Republic of Iran. Neither of you have lived under the Islamic Republic tyranny that you guys are talking about the death of one single woman that have came in front of an ICE agent, a police. And you guys are talking about, you guys have human rights. You guys have everything that you need in your life. We have been taken, our lives have been taken away from us. You guys have everything, and you guys once have one president in your country that wants the best for the people of America that have built the land for two.
You get the idea, folks? This is not why the celebrities have shut up. Okay? Because they'll mock this man, they'll mock you, they'll mock me, they don't care. This is not why they've shut up. But it's an indicator that it's dangerous for them now. They're also in a little bit of trouble with this U2 thing, right? U2 and some of these celebrities have actually supported not Iran, but those who've been protesting in Iran, right? So there's some difficulty here for them, because usually they're supposed to come out and say Orange Man bad, and that's it, right? Instant TDS, click it on, turn it on, here we go, Orange Man bad. All right, I've held you long enough. If those aren't the reasons that they're really shutting up, the celebrities, why it's just Rosie O'Donnell and Stephen King and a bunch of has-beens. Right, Miss Rachel. Why are these the ones defending? Okay, here it is. You ready? From KOMO News. Como News. Elaine Mallon, the author here. We got to go back to November 5th, 2025. Gosh, I love explaining this stuff. Paramount accused of blacklisting stars over comments regarding the Middle East as Ellison takes charge. Now, what did the Ellisons just buy and just beat Netflix for? Warner Brothers. Paramount Skydance now owns Warner Brothers. And Paramount Skydance now owns CNN. They are now, in terms of media properties, okay, step away from physical assets like theme parks and cruise ships, just in terms of the media and movies and streaming, all the jobs that actors need. Paramount Skydance is now the biggest company out there. They're bigger than Netflix. They're bigger than Disney. They're bigger than Sony. They're bigger than Universal. They're bigger than Amazon. The Ellisons are centrists. And this article frames it as if it's just about a single country in the Middle East. It's not. It's about bad behavior, period. Now, it wants to frame it this way, but what it's really about is, if you go out there and you say horrifically bad things, Paramount's not going to hire you. Because they say, okay, are you a Zegler? Right? We don't want that. We're not going to hire you for that. Because we actually want our movies to succeed. We actually want to make money off this. Now, I know some of you out there are saying, Starfleet Academy Pro, Starfleet. I got it. They got a clean house. And they've had some to do with this. I got it. but they're ready to clean things up. They're sick of it. They're sick of it. They're sick of the way that celebrities destroy their own industry. And this is changing everything. It says, amid A-list celebrities' accusations that one country in particular is committing all kinds of heinous acts, Paramount has reportedly created a blacklist of actors and actresses determined to be overly anti, you know the word, phobic in different ways, which, by the way, cuts through the politics of this, right? Because this is not conservative or liberal. This is just flat out, do you have these views? Are you making them known in a way that hurts our box office? Sources familiar with the alleged list shared this information with Variety. The report comes as David Ellison was selected to head Paramount in August after Paramount's parent company, Paramount Global, solidified its acquisition of Skydance. Ellison's father is Larry Ellison, who is the co-founder of Oracle. The Ellisons are considered to be close friends with a certain Benjamin and with a certain Orange Man. Now, I've told you before, and I mean it. Celebrities, by and large, are not virtuous people. They pretend to be virtuous, but what they really, really, really want is fame, power, and money. That's what they want. They love yachts a lot. They love mansions. They'll put a house right on the coast. They don't care about rising tides unless it gets them another mansion on the coast again. 2 mansions on the coast. That's even better. Heck, that's a double estate. So they'll say whatever it takes. And right now, what you need to know, why have they shut their mouths about this? Why are you not hearing, just like with the ICE and all that stuff? Why with Iran have they suddenly gone so quiet? It's down to Jack White and Rosie O'Donnell, a bunch of has-beens to do this. Because now the entire game, when it comes to making movies, is going to run through Paramount Skydance. They need jobs. They need their jorbs. They need jobs. And they're going to lose their jobs if they come out and do that kind of stuff. It don't work just for Disney. Disney's on the down, right? Sony, Universal, come on. Paramount, Skydance, Warner Brothers, that's where it's at now. And that's one single company. That's a huge part of the movie industry. That's the biggest kid on the block. And they're not hiring people who say offensive things or go out there and say things that would cause mainstream America not to see their movies. Right? Right? So why have they gone so quiet? Self-preservation. Because of what happened over the last week. If Netflix had bought Warner Brothers, maybe a different story here. But that's not the way it went down. Netflix, far more liberal. That's not the way it went down. And whereas Disney for the past 15 years has been the biggest entertainment company out there, bar none. Oh, I got to get a Marvel contract. Oh, I got to get in there with Star Wars. Oh, can I get a voice acting role? Now, it's Paramount, Skydance, Warner Brothers. That's where it's at. That's where it's at. Did I mention John Lasseter works for them now too, not Disney? That's where it's at. And that's why celebrities have suddenly changed their strategy for the first time in many, many, many decades. It's suddenly uncool to run your mouth, to be politically toxic. Let the Jane Fondas do it. That's what they're known for. They got nothing to rise for their career. There's nothing going on. But if you're an up-and-comer, if you're working, if you're actually going to work for Marvel, if you're actually going to get a chance with Paramount Skydance, then it's time to shut it and let actual experts pontificate on this stuff. Let real people who really know what they're talking about go and be pundits and post on social media. Because right now, it's frowned upon in Hollywood to speak out. And the reason? Because the industry's dying, and there's at least one company owned by the Ellisons who are centrists and buddies with Trump who want to change that. And if you want to join that, you got to shut it. And know that you're an ignoramus. Like Ricky Gervais said, you don't know nothing. Some of you didn't graduate from high school, so shut it. Some of you out there, some of you celebrities couldn't find Iran on a map, so shut it. We don't care about what you say. In fact, every time you speak, you actually make people listen less because they know you're a bunch of morons. Why? Because we've seen you at the awards show. And that's why things are changing and changing rapidly in Tinseltown. And now, you know. Ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoy this kind of content, consider clicking the like button, drop a comment down below, and share this sucker out. If you're not yet subscribed, we'd love to have you join the party. Until the next time, we have the joy, the pleasure, the privilege of spending time together. Keep learning, keep growing, and as always, keep having fun.
Okay, a little bit of this here.
What are you two doing? You better not be sending Marvel another bot campaign demanding they bring back She-Hulk.
That was only like 17 times. Now we're way past that now.
So then, what are you going to do today then?
We're sending Pedro Pascal love letters. You know, low-level stuff.
What?
Okay, wait.
I've been betrayed.
Why would you do that? He already gets the wrong message from everyone.
Well, he needs more sizzle in his life.
Okay. You know there's even some lines even for you?
They're called borders. They're negotiable. Putin told me, listen to me, Yachbite. In Mother Ruski, we draw in pencil to correct, mistakes. But no, these letters aren't from me per se.
They're from Jonas.
Jonas, yeah.
I'm calling WDW Pro right now. You know what? I hope Jonas sues you for this.
Do you think we should tell Floral about this cease and desist letter he received from some weird soup-obsessed man? Maybe we could tell people to like, share, and subscribe. Then we could really let this play out.
Use the codes to play 4 teachers, baby.
Yeah. Like Democrats.